friends, today I have this super cute little party favor treat that I wanted to share with you guys. I'm actually in the process of making multiples of these. These are for my dad's 70th birthday party. We're going to give these out as little favors to all of our guests who attend the party. So I wanted to show you how I made these. Now all of the stamping and prep work has already been done, and I'm just going to go through the actual assembly process since that's where I'm at in this journey of making all these party favors. So let's go ahead and discuss all of our supplies. So from the layering circles dies, I have some pool party circles that I have cut out using one of the scallop circles. This is, I think, the second largest scallop circle. And then after I die cut it, I just punched a little hole in it. This is going to be for our thread to go through. This is just using a 1/8 inch hole punch that you can get at any office supply store. I also die cut a bunch of white circles, also using the layering circles dies, and I ran this through the brick and mortar embossing folder, and this is just a circle that's going to coordinate well with that scallop circle. I'm losing my train of thought. Now on this one, you'll notice that the border is a little bit smaller on that scallop circle, and that is because this is with the stitch circles dies. This was actually my prototype, and I just had one of these circles in my stash, and so but when I was die cutting, it was just easier to use two from the same die, so I'm getting a similar look but just a slightly smaller circle, but same look. So I have my scallop circle on pool party, my white circle that has been embossed with that brick and mortar folder, all done. Now I've already stamped, colored, and embossed all of my little pigs for my little treats. So I'm going to pull this out, and if you want a list of the Stampin' blends that I used to color these, make sure you check out my blog post or the supplies in the video description. So I colored him with Stampin' blends, stamped him in Memento. I die cut his little scarf or little handkerchief there with shaded spruce. I kept wanting to say smoky slate, and I was like, that is not correct. Shaded spruce cardstock. And then I just trimmed off the little confetti that's on the end. So the little Scooter Piggy here has some little confetti on the end, but it just didn't go well with my design because I wanted to put the extra greeting there. So I just cut it off after it was die cut. So that took just a couple seconds just to trim off that end off of there. So we just have a little Scooter Piggy here. All right, and now for all those little greetings for the Enjoy the Ride, so I die cut all of these little banners using the Cracker Treat Box dies, and I stamped the Enjoy the Ride off to the right, and we'll be tucking that under. All right, so that is most of my supplies. That's basically the supplies I have for my tag. So I'm gonna actually set these aside, and then for my little candies here, my little tray, so I have a bunch of pieces of shaded spruce that is trimmed to 4 1/4. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong notes here. 4 1/4 by 2 1/2, and then it is just scored at 1/2 inch on each side. Give those a really good burnish, and this is just going to be our little tray for our little Hershey Nuggets. So 4 1/4 by 2 1/2, just scored at 1/2 inch on each side. There's no trimming, nothing. We are just making like a little tray for this, okay? All right, now I've just trimmed up some DSP. This is a Celebrate Everything DSP, and we're gonna need 4 pieces for each treat bag. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are trimmed to 1 by 3. So we're gonna wrap these around our chocolate. Now you could fancy this up even more. If you have address labels, you could always print something, you can personalize something, print it on the address label, and wrap it around the Hershey Nuggets. I am just using DSP. It's going to be quick and very pretty. So here is my giant bag of Hershey Nuggets. I'm sure you guys have seen Hershey Nuggets all over the store. Hershey Nuggets are one of those crafters dreams to have to craft with, because they are so they're great. They're easy to make boxes for. You can buy a lot for a little amount of money, and they make great party favors. Everybody loves a good Hershey Nugget. So on all 4 of my 1 by 3 inch pieces of DSP, I'm just putting a line of super strong adhesive. I'm using Stampin' Seal Plus. Tear and tape would also be a really good option here, but I'm just putting it on one end, and I will just take that DSP and I'm going to wrap it around. The side that does not have the adhesive is going to go first. I'm just going to make sure that's all nice and tight. Just wrap that around, and that will adhere to the DSP. So it's not actually adhered to the chocolate. You can see how the chocolate will slide in and out. It's not actually adhered to the chocolate, but we're going to just disguise that wrapper a little bit and just make it a little extra fancy. So just wrap that around just like that. Now I'm making a bunch of these. Like I said, these are going to be party favors. So these would be great to make for class gifts, for office gifts, for whatever you have going on. You can make these. I think these would be fantastic little gifts. And so just wrap that around these last ones. Perfect. There we go. Now I am just kind of placing them in my tray. You can adhere them down. You can just put a strip of adhesive if you want, and to adhere them down. Now I'm actually using a retired product. We don't sell these anymore. These are 2x8 cellophane bags. I have a whole giant box of retired packaging, and I found this in my box of retired packaging. So, but what I would suggest to you is look in like the baking section of like your craft store. Go to your craft store and they have bags of similar size. You can even maybe look for like the pretzel rod bags. Those are probably close to the similar size, but I found these 2x8 bags in my stash and they seem to work pretty perfectly. So I'm just going to open up the top and I'm just going to slide this down. Just take that whole little tray just once you get it in there, and the whole thing will just slide right down. You just keep moving all the way to the bottom down there. Okay, just like that. And get those little Hershey Nuggets down there. Perfect. Isn't that cute? So it's pretty perfect. This 2x8 inch size is pretty perfect, and we're going to tie up the top just like that. So look around your craft store, see what you can find in terms of this size. I bet you have something similar that you can use. All right, so let's grab our pool party scallop circle, and then I've already cut a bunch of the crumb cake baker's twine from our essentials twine pack, and that is going to be what ties up these little bags. So I'm just going to take a length of it, and I'm going to actually tie this into I'm not tying it into a knot, but I'm going to wrap it once and I'm going to wrap it twice. So that's just, it's a little trick I actually learned from some cooking shows. When you're tying up poultry, if you wrap it twice, you can pull it and it's not going to slip away. So it's not a knot, but it's just wrapped twice so it won't slip away. And I actually learned that from cooking shows for tying up, turkeys or chickens if you're roasting them. All right, so now I'm going to thread in that scallop circle, and we haven't put anything on it yet because I kind of want this to be hidden. And we're just going to wrap this around and tie it in a bow. I'm not knotting anything because I want people to be able to get into these without too much trouble. Okay, so nice big loopy bow with the ends nice and long. All right, so we're going to take our little circle and I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of that. Our brick and mortar folder, which I think is so cute. I think it makes it look like he's kind of going in front of a brick wall. And now if you didn't get these dies, these piggy dies were only available during September for that Perfect Partners promotion. So if you didn't get that, you actually can fussy cut these. It's not too hard of an image to fussy cut, but those dies sure make it handy. So if you have the dies, then you are all set to go. If not, you can fussy cut. And I love fussy cutting, so that wouldn't bother me at all, but I know some people don't want to fussy cut. All right, so we're going to put our little piggy on here, and I'm going to put him off to the left because I want this little greeting to tuck right in. And actually, I'm going to lift up that dimensional. I don't want that to be down all the way just yet. All right, I'm going to grab some liquid glue, and I'm just going to put it on the back of that right side because it's going to hang off the left a little bit. And I'm just going to stick that down just like that. It's going to say, enjoy the ride. Isn't that cute? All right, one more final little embellishment. I have some of these gold festive pearls. So you can see I've used up most of my gold. So I just have some little pieces of gold left that are from classes. I have enough for my treats, and that's pretty much it. But I'm going to take just one and just stick it right on the top of that little flagpole. And that's going to add just a little bit of sparkle and shine to our super cute little treat box or treat gift for our for our recipients at our party. So I hope you guys enjoyed this sweet little treat. You can obviously customize this to whatever you want, add a different tag on it, and you have a completely different treat. But you can definitely get these Hershey Nuggets year-round. You can customize them with any kind of DSP you want and really customize your treats. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps my business grow and it helps me reach out to new people. All right, guys, have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.